So good afternoon. Welcome to BASF Huntsville. My name is Brent Bibbee, and I'm the interim site director for the facility. I've been with BASF for 22 years, and for the past 2 years has served as the engineering and maintenance manager for the site. I started my career here in 1995 as a temporary employee, but I quickly came to understand that this is a facility of amazing people who are committed to our customers and providing products that make our environment cleaner. I've been lucky enough to be a part of the evolution of this site as we grow and improve to meet the high expectations of this industry. So at BASF, we begin every meeting, every event, every gathering with a moment on safety. So we're here to celebrate today, but it's also important to us to ensure that each and every one of you has a safe stay while you visit us here at the site. If there were a need to evacuate this room during the event, my mic will come up and I'll give instructions to the crowd. We'll exit this building out the back and through the curtain. The room you're sitting in right now is part of our brand new expansion, an entirely new structure, and this expansion represents our commitment to supporting medium and heavy-duty diesel markets in North America with state-of-the-art emission systems. On each side of the stage, you see 2 new Ford Super Duty diesel pickup trucks. They're outfitted with BASF catalyst. Those catalysts made right here in Huntsville, Alabama. Both of these trucks were built by Ford, and Ford was our first ever customer here at the Huntsville site. And we're proud to put these trucks on display and celebrate with them our 400 millionth catalyst here in Huntsville. Now, due to unforeseen circumstances, our Ford visitors could not join us today as they had planned, but they wanted you all to know that they're celebrating this moment with us and are happy to be included in this occasion. The first BASF catalysts were produced beginning in 1974, and they debuted on a Ford Torino station wagon. We've been working together since then to create cutting-edge solutions for sustainable transportation. And now let me welcome to the podium the Senior Vice President for Mobile Emissions Catalyst, Dr. Dirk Demuth.
Thank you, and good afternoon. As already said, we had some unforeseen circumstances, and they were not coming here with a Ford truck. They had mechanical issues on the airplane this morning, and they couldn't make it in time. Ken Lane, our division president, and our special guest from Ford, cannot be here today as planned. And as in real life, we need to be flexible. And this is what we're going to do, and this is what we worked out this morning. So we are pleased, though, that they had agreed to come here to celebrate with us. And thus we will proceed with the celebrations, knowing they are with us in their thoughts. And I now have the honor to speak on behalf of my boss, the division president, Ken Lane. And I kind of will share some of his words. He would be, or I am, excited to be here in Huntsville today. And more importantly, it's my honor to celebrate your great achievements. With all of you, we have here now more than 650 employees here at the Huntsville, Alabama site. For the last 40 years, our team here in Huntsville has developed world's best emission control technology available to the market. The 400 million catalysts produced is a tremendous achievement for all of us here, for all of our families that's coming out of here, what we celebrate here today. The automotive 3-way catalytic converter, you all have it in your cars, is arguably the most important pollution control device ever invented. Roughly more than 1 billion tons of pollutants have been destroyed by our catalysts and have never had the chance to reach the atmosphere. Every day, you all and your colleagues contributing to cleaning the air we breathe. It's a luxury. It's something I'm proud of to be part of, and I hope you all are too. We are the best at what we do. We at BASF, we are the leading chemical catalyst company in the world. And we're not just doing the magnetic tapes. And with BASF's extensive portfolio of products for the automotive industry, including catalysts, coatings, plastics, automotive fluids, battery materials, and so on, makes BASF the world's leading chemical supplier to the automotive industry. We believe that the internal combustion engine will be with us for a long time, but we must anticipate the developments going on in the world. We have a growing battery materials market, and in order to be the supplier of choice for automotive customers, now in the future, we are investing in both those businesses. Both battery materials and emissions technologies will have a place for a long time in the BASF portfolio. Innovation is key to be successful, to standing out from the crowd in a very challenging industry. And you can believe me, the automotive industry is one of those industries. Our innovation strength in catalysis is based on our global teams of highly qualified people working every day with lots of motivation and drive to deliver new emission control technologies in a safe and in a sustainable way to our future and to our customers. Thank you for taking care to ensure the development and implementation of our products achieved with an integrity and the highest attention of detail, safety and environmental responsibility. I congratulate you all for your achievements, and here is it to another next 100 million or so, maybe the next 400 million or so units, with all the best wishes, yours, Ken Lane.
Thank you very much, Brent. I'm honored to be here to help you celebrate, and that's really why I'm here, to congratulate you and BASF for such a fantastic contribution to this community and to this country. I like the size of these trucks. They're built for me. If I could drive one home, I would. Seriously, to the men and women here who've worked here, including the great representative who's been here since 1974, that's what it's really all about. Great jobs for a company that's a world leader in its field and does it the right way and does it safely. I love the emphasis on safety and quality. 400 million catalysts around the world. And I was stunned to hear the number of tons of pollutants taken out of the atmosphere. It's not only good business, it's not only good for safety and for this great Huntsville greater community here and the jobs you provide, but it's great for our environment, which is really something I care more and more about as I have grandchildren who are starting to come into the world. So thank you for what you do. I'm honored to serve you in the United States Senate. I have the opportunity and honor to serve on the Armed Services Committee, the Agriculture Committee, and the Energy and Natural Resources Committee. So I'm very familiar with BASF, the contribution you make not only here in our great state and community, but nationally and internationally. And so I congratulate you on this milestone. I hope you'll have me back for the number 800 million catalyst when it's produced. In the meantime, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to make sure that you're successful and represent you well in Washington. So thank you again for having me, and thank you so much for what you've done for this state and this community. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. It's a real honor and a privilege to be here with you today and represent Mayor Battle and, more importantly, the citizens of Huntsville in this great celebration. Mayor Battle fully intended to be here. Unfortunately, it's one of those days where a lot of events are on top of each other, so we had to divide and conquer. And quite frankly, I got the better end of the deal, spending some time here celebrating with you. 400 million is a big number. No matter what it is you're counting, 400 million is a big number. And you are absolutely deserving of all the congratulations we can offer in accomplishing that. But I think it's even more exciting to talk about the expansion and what you're going to use that foundation of 400 million to build upon and the growth that you're going through. You know, a city is not just a random collection of buildings and roads and things. Certainly a successful growing city is a vibrant community that only exists if you have great corporate partners, great citizens, great people that are investing in themselves and investing in that community. And I would say that BASF is chief among them in doing that here in our community. Since 1974, the jobs that you provided, the work that you've done, the statistics that have been shared on the impact of your products reaches around the world, and that is absolutely phenomenal. And I think this is a community built upon people using science and engineering to solve problems, and you're a great example of that, and we're excited to have you here in the community. We're excited to invest in you, and excited to see you invest in yourselves and continue to grow. So while we celebrate 400 million, we also wish you another 400 million in the coming decades, and looking forward, as Senator Strange said, to come back and celebrate 800 million, and then 1.2, 1.6, and keep on growing from there. It'll be awesome to see that growth, and we're excited to be part of it for you. Congratulations, and thank you for the thing that you do here in our community.
And I will spend this next couple of minutes on talking about the impact of what we do to our environment, where we all live. And there are two topics I'm going to talk about. As a global chemical company, we recognize that our responsibility is not just business. It extends beyond our business activities. Our goal is to be a responsible neighbor in the communities in which we operate. Here in Huntsville, but also in all our plants around the world, roughly 340 sites. Sustainable development is at the forefront of what we do. We embrace this as a core strategic guideline because it's balancing economic growth, environmental protection, and our social responsibility as a company. BASF as a global company spends over 2 billion, not million, globally on research and development. And you can trust me, a significant part of this is used to make sure we are taking care of the environment. This research extends into the areas of energy efficiency, climate protection, resource conservation, use of renewable raw materials, and last but not least, what we do here every day, creating the commodity, or in some countries you would say, the luxury of cleaner air. Be aware of that. Our connection at CCE, that's this global business here, to our BASF larger purpose, or others say a vision, is a very strong one. We create chemistry. It says on the BASF banners, which you see around there, it says BASF, we create chemistry. And if you look at our brochures, and what this actually says is, we create chemistry for a sustainable solution. It just doesn't fit on the banner, okay? That's marketing, and that's the background of it. Or in other words, as part of the Catalyst division, our people and our products, and I'll repeat myself here, on purpose, create cleaner air. Our technologies help to eliminate over 95% of the harmful emissions of exhaust systems and over 1 billion tons of pollutants since the development of the catalytic converter in 1973. The first units, and I had it this morning at the press briefing, has the size of a football. You can easily carry it around. Take it to schools to talk about it. Here on display, when you walk through the hallway, you saw a huge one, which is in these trucks. I cannot carry that around as a football anymore. So this is also technology advancement to cleaning up these modern diesel trucks. This is the impact we generate together with our customers, creating clean mobility. At BASF, here in Huntsville, we do something more. We consider the environmental impact during production, our storage, sale, use, and dispose of our products. Everything we can do has an impact, and we can minimize the impact to the environment, to the world in which we live. I know that environmental responsibility is in the hearts and the minds of the Huntsville team, because you are here in the room, you've made an additional commitment to be, and it's a very difficult word, virtual zero waste to landfill facility, a prominent title awarded to facilities that meet the Underwriters Laboratory environmental validation procedures. That is the first BASF site, and we have a lot of them around the world, where we achieved this, and this is an outstanding achievement. I would like to recognize the team members who diligently worked on this to achieve this accomplishment. I know some of you are present in the room, Bruce, Helen, and the team. Please stand up for well-deserved applause. I would also like to recognize those who helped us doing this. We have 3 representatives here from Underwriters Laboratories who've joined us in this effort, avoiding waste and recycling before wasting. Casey, we talked about earlier, we introduced ourselves. Please, and your team, please also stand up. And we would like to give you also a special applause for the great achievement we achieved here. Thank you. So what does this overall mean for us? Our teams implement the best practices in keeping and diverting waste from landfills and the environment. Over 98% of our landfill is diversion, with 4% incineration with energy recovery. And we want to even get that better. And this is the thing we want to move forward. Desertification is the right step with our commitment to being an environmentally responsible party and ensuring a cleaner tomorrow for the generations to come. We are more than proud, and I commend you all on meeting the business objectives of growing demands while still providing excellent environmentally friendly work. Thank you for all of that and for all of your contribution. Thanks.
This is the point in the program where we plan to have Ford make a few comments about today's celebration. As mentioned earlier, Phil Uhas, who's the Director of Engineering at Ford, an important man at a very important customer of ours, couldn't be here due to mechanical failures on his jet. I'm assured that those mechanical failures had nothing to do with the catalysts on board. But if you'll allow me to do it, I'd like to share with you some words that Phil Uhas wrote for us today. At Ford, we're always moving forward and working to take our vehicles to the next level. Ford's mobility services and transportation options will continue to evolve, just as they have progressed our vehicle solutions for the past 114 years. We believe these improvements and enhancements make our trucks every year better and better and are achieved with our customers' needs in mind. Our business relationship with this facility began in 1975, and it has not faltered since. I wanted to provide a perspective of how our environment has changed since we started this mission together. Light-duty vehicle emissions have been reduced by over 99% for hydrocarbons and NOx. This information might not be news to you, but I wanted to just remind us about the progress we've made together. And I mean Ford and BASF in delivering this history together. Exciting future technologies BASF is working on for Ford include rhodium-rich three-way catalyst wash coats for improved cold start performance, and NOx and hydrocarbon absorbing diesel catalysts and improved selective catalytic reduction technologies. We're grateful to have BASF products in our vehicles that ensure the complete satisfaction of our customers while enabling cleaner air. Like BASF, Ford is also focused on environmental solutions and clean air for generations to come. We would not be able to fulfill this environmental goal without the catalyst technology created here in Huntsville. We cherish our long history and partnership together, and we look forward to another 400 million catalyst celebration in the future. Thank you very much.
Pramod is one of our lead engineers in developing the products for Ford, and we thought it's appropriate for him to step in for Ford to receive the special gift we have for Ford. It's this 400 million catalyst, which is this landmark for this business relationship which began 42 years ago. And we are amazed, we're still standing here together. The first BASF catalyst was produced in the beginning of '73 and debuted on a Ford Torino station wagon in 1975. I would have loved to have one here on stage, but we couldn't figure that one out. Working together, we are able to make mobility cleaner and safer without compromising performance. Together, our innovations allow for greater fuel efficiency. Even though there's big trucks, the fuel efficiency is improving a lot. A lower environmental impact, freedom of design, as well as greater level of comfort and safety. We wanted to recognize the accomplishments and thank you, Ford, dear Phil, dear Pramod. You have a very important job when you are back in Michigan to go to Ford and pass this on by presenting you the 400 millionth catalyst ever produced. And it's not like a football anymore. It's a little more heavy, almost like 20 pounds. Okay?
Got it, yeah.
So please, you need to go over here. Our valued customers since 1975, creating clean air for a sustainable future. 400 million catalysts produced August 24th, 2017, BASF Huntsville. And I know you're a BASF employee, but you represent no Ford, and we will work for a long time together. Promise. Thank you, dear Pramod. You have a job to do. Thank you. So this is a pickup truck. It's well known for success and innovation. Those catalysts actually go into these trucks. And I said before, when you walk in, you see how it looks inside. We cannot carry that anymore. That's why we didn't have it here on stage. We would need 4 or 5 strong men to hold it. And safety is also on our heart. So we didn't do that. Please have a look when you leave the facility. Then you see what technology means, which is inside of such a truck, to make mobility, also in big trucks, in a very clean way. So, and with this, I pass it on again to Joel. So, thank you. We have to improvise here a little bit today, but I think we're doing quite well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, this is the last part of our program, and I promise I'm not going to talk for long, but I want to extend a very special thank you to each and every one of you for being part of this celebration here today. The celebration is not just here in this room, though. We have colleagues at BASF and our customer organizations celebrating around the globe. They're celebrating because we're doing a great job, because you are doing a great job. And to all of our special guests today, we're grateful for your willingness to take time out of your busy schedules to come and join us for this celebration. Thank you again to our Huntsville employees. I'd like to ask that we give one big round of applause for everybody in the room and the folks out on the manufacturing floor producing parts as we speak. So please give them a round of applause. So behind me in the next room is our new production line. Many thanks to those who helped make that happen, and a special thanks to those at table 6. This is our project team who for the last 18 months helped really bring this to fruition and make this a reality. So I'm going to ask table 6 to stand up and be recognized as well.